Good morning, guys. Oh, it's an horrible morning this morning. Compared to yesterday, it was a beautiful sunny day yesterday. It felt like sprung had springed. But it's pouring down with rain today. Look at the state of it. It was absolutely torrential rain coming in. Coming into work. I don't know what's up with me. Just got a couple of jobs to do today. We've got 2 deliveries down to Southampton and then one up to sort of London area. So we better go and do it. Right, here we go. I'm anticipating the traffic not being so good this morning because of this weather. Because driving abilities, although pretty poor normally, they really go out the window when the weather's like this. So we'll see. What a blooming miserable morning. This time yesterday, it was 7 o'clock now, look. It was a beautiful Sunday, well, it wasn't a Sunday morning, it was a Monday morning. I'm getting my nerves waddled up today, and I don't know what's happened to me. But yeah, yesterday it was a beautiful sunny morning, but what a difference 24 hours makes. The state of it. Well, at least it ain't cold, that's one thing. We've had our fair share of snow and ice and all that old malarkey this year. Right up into March. But yeah, so we're just fighting our way through the Chichester bypass.
Take the second exit.
Traffic mayhem, which is daily through here. And the next bit is let's get out of there when he gets his backside in gear. Yeah, this next queue, which is normally a lot longer, is down to rebuilding a footbridge. So they've put pedestrian crossing lights in up here, and it's all to the expense of the traffic because you get one pedestrian come along and the lights change instantly. So then it creates miles of traffic approaching the bridge. Now I don't know why they can't just herd a load of people up, say 10, and then they can cross in one big herd. So, but no, it's one here, one there, and then but the lights change instantly. If they didn't change straight away, all this rubbish wouldn't be so bad. But it's not too bad this morning because it's a little bit early. But come sort of school time and people, when office people are going to work, that's when it really kicks off. It goes back almost to the Bognor roundabout, which is brilliant really, isn't it? You know, it's a good idea. I don't know how long it's going to be. They've actually got the bridge in, the new span across the road, but they're doing up the old sort of staging. It's like a carousel they walk around. It's not steps. Anyway, I'm waffling again now. Right, here's the new bridge, and this white stuff either side is so the workmen can do their work out of the weather. Sort of a roundy-bouty type thing they all walk up round. But yeah, that's what's been going on. They don't put no times on the normally with roadworks and things they put signs up to say it's going to be how long it's going to go on for, but they haven't this one, which is very kind of them. And yeah, there ain't many pedestrians about this morning. I wonder why. Maybe it's because of this blasted weather, look. I don't want too bad. It delayed us about, I don't know, a couple of minutes, so I'm not grumbling. Look at the traffic the other way, which is normal, even without that bridge trouble. It's always like this every blasted day in Chichester. Once a proper bypass built, because this is so outdated with all these roundabouts. Well, I normally go in here, as you know, I like my coffee. Very rarely go past there without getting a wild bean coffee, but considering the state of the weather, we'll crack on because I am anticipating the traffic to be rubbish, and this first delivery we got, they like it down to before 9, but I'm anticipating I like to get there around about 8 just as they open, and that gets that done. And what we'll do, we'll get rid of this, which is sort of northish on the outskirts of Southampton, and then come out, and then we'll head back. We've got to go into the docks with a delivery. That's our second port of call, and we'll nip into Rownham's because I've got a freebie McDonald's. I've saved my vouchers, look. And also in between the normal work today, the Southampton job and the Londonish job, I've got a little private job to do, but I'll tell you a bit about that shortly.
He watched with his crumbling mind at a crossroad. The ghosts had discovered a new and higher level of existence. All that's left is the crossroads.
Well, I didn't think it'd be back this far. It normally starts queuing around about junction 9 at Sedgensworth, but this is queuing at junction 10 just around about Fareham on the M27. But yeah, I did anticipate the lack of ability of these people to drive in this weather, but I don't know. Look at him with his dodgy number plate, LM60WER. I wonder what that means. Yeah, talking about number plates and the way people make things up, I am going to do a bit of a vlog. Me and Angie said on one of our trips, is you see a lot of these people with illegal number plates and they think they've got a personal plate or something that looks good, but if they've got to explain what the number plate means to anybody else that sees it, don't you think that's pointless? They haven't got a personal plate or whatever, they've just jumbled the spacing up to make it look like something. So yeah, that's going to be, I'm not going to go on about number plates now, but that's what I'm going to do, a vlog sometime in the future about these people that think they can just run around with illegal number plates. Well, that's it now. Look, this always gets nailed up here in the mornings regardless of what weather we got, so we're going to be stuck in this now for the next, I suppose, 10-15 minutes. So while we're in it, yeah, so the reason for this vlog, I thought, well, I owe it to you guys for a catch up, because I haven't done nothing for a while, or in fact, correct English, I haven't done anything for a while that's been out of the ordinary. It's been pretty mundane, really, but I have got a lot of subscribers over the last 28 days. I've got over 30 more subscribers, and for my meagre little channel, that is brilliant. And you all know who you are. You're too numerous to mention, so I thank you guys for subscribing. Really appreciate that. So yeah, I'm really happy with that, because it took me ages to get to 200 subscribers, and now we're sort of getting up into the mid 200s, up towards 300. I know it don't sound a lot, but you imagine having all that lot in one room watching your films. That's quite good, really, for just a truck driver. Yeah, I'm happy with that. What else been going on? Oh, the erection problems. If any of you know, watch the last series of vlogs, you know at the end of the, I'm not sure if it was the last one or what, when we got home, I was on about that erection out the back. Really, it's a little conservatory, and it's still going on. We've got issues with the floor because it's not level, and I think actually they're going to contact us today regarding that. But it's been going on for about 2 blasted months, so we're not happy with that. There's still a load of rubbish up the drive, so we've got a job to get the cars on the drive. And I say cars because now we've got to put 2 cars on the drive, because Angies Smart has given up the ghost. That's the little private job I'm going to be doing after these 2 deliveries. I'm going to go home and I'm going to be picking up Angies Smart and taking it back to work with me. because then I've then got to take it over to a repairer in Horndean, a mate of a mate, but it's his own workshop. He's a Mercedes sort of trained guy. He's got his own garage now, so my company's been good enough to allow me to use the truck, firstly to pick it up today to get it over to our base, and then on Thursday, because it's a bank holiday this weekend, I can chuck it on the truck, and then I expect I'll run it over Saturday and leave it outside his workshop. So that's the little job we're going to be doing once we've got through all this lot. What else we got? Oh, there's one other thing. You know, I had a bit of trouble with people that weren't very nice last year. It was mainly done through social media, because that's the cowardly way that people seem to go on these days. But it's come to my notice, although people, I can't say too much, but anyway, the rubbish, the insults and stuff that was on the social media back then, on their social media, is still there. So much for it being forgotten, and the end of it. It's not the end of it, otherwise they would have deleted all the rubbish, the insults and everything off the social media. So that's that, which is lovely really, isn't it? You know, so you can never trust people. Once people have been vile to you, that if they're capable of being vile, I think they're always going to be vile, really. Especially leave out nasty things like that up on their social media. But anyway, that's the end of that. I said I wasn't going to give them any more airtime this year, but I'll just owe it to my subscribers to give you an update of what's going on. So yeah, there's been no European trips lately. I did have a little trip over to Paris a few weeks ago, but we've done the Paris vlogging, so I just couldn't be. I just had a weekend off from the vlogging. Well, I've had a few weeks off really, and because I've been a bit lazy. So yeah, Angie's all good. She's all happy. She's got her nice new car. She's got a little Fiat 500. We picked it up the weekend before last. It's on a 14 plate, and it's only done 8,000 miles, and it's we got it for just under £7,000, which I think is a bargain. It's a nice little car. It's got one little dink in the middle of the door, which I didn't see at the time, because it's white and it doesn't show up on white, so it's not too bad. Plus it was raining when we went and checked it and looked at it and bought it, so it's not the end of the world. If it does get on our nerves, we can get this paintless repair bloke in and repair it for us. Oh, it's blasted traffic. Bloody state of it, look. And this goes on every single morning, because you've got all that lot coming out up there from Gosport, Fareham, Titchfield, all joining the motorway, 2 lanes of it. And it's just ridiculous. I'm not going to be down to Southampton for 8 o'clock like I planned, so, but never mind. We got a pretty steady day. It's just that I want to get in and say pick Angie's car up, and then that helps me for the weekend. Well, we've arrived. It's 20 past 8. I just pulled straight in the yard like I normally do, and I've had to reverse back out again because he wants to load a container on his truck. So it'll only be 5 minutes, and and then we get in there, and I don't know what's up with me this morning. I've got a blasted cough, and I think it's that blooming air freshener, that one up there, look, up there, it's Squirty McSquirtface. I think when it sprays its stuff out, it goes down my throat. But that traffic was a bit dodgy this morning, but it's understandable with the weather, I suppose, isn't it? So yeah, we'll only be in here about, I don't know, about 15 minutes, and then we'll get back out on the M27 and go out to Roundham's and get ourselves a latte, freebie latte. Years I used to do this, not load them. I used to be a container driver. 10 years out of Southampton docks. Oh, I'd never go back to that again. It was good fun, I suppose. The first 6 years we had a good crew, good bunch of lads on there. We was all on CB. sort of, I think I've said this before in earlier vlogs, you know, best mate Andy mate and Tattoo Terry, and loads of others too numerous to mention, but it's great fun. We used to have a right old laugh on it, but like every job, it gets a bit long in the tooth in the end, and you have to move on. Right, that's that delivery done. That's the first one. I'll tell you, they're really nice people here, all friendly. It's not a family business, but they're like a little family here. They're really friendly, and it may be the very last time we come here, because the job's changed a little bit, and we might not be coming back to this shipping agent. This is a shame, because you get to know people over the years, and then no more, you know. But anyway, that's the way it goes, really, isn't it? So I get around here. I like coming out here, because it actually tells me to blow my horns. Well, it says horn, but I can't help if I've got to. So, say no more. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. They're looking at me as though I shouldn't be blowing my horn. They tell me to blow my horn. Anyway, get out of Roundham's now and get a coffee. Work our way around the Douglas Bader drive-through with all these lazy lot. Look, this is ridiculous. They're doing this in every blooming. They're doing it in every. Look at this road. God, every service is now. You're getting all these Bader drive-through things. So we don't go in the lorry park here. We nip down to where the fuel pumps are, and always a nice little space just on the right. Stevie bloke parking space just round here. Look. And just get in here. Oh, they're good parking there, look. And just on the right here, we'll go and get ourselves a lovely cup of coffee. Freebie. Right, we'll have our swift 15 minutes here. Swift? It's 15 minutes or it ain't, isn't it? It's like saying I was like 63. I am 63. These people that say like all the time, what's all that about? Yeah, so I quite often use my freebie McDonald's voucher thing in the services, because the coffees in here are £2.19, so you get a better deal than if you do it at a normal one, because they're under £2. I think they're about £1.89 in the normal McDonald's. So you get a little bit of a better deal. They're only supposed to give you, shh, don't tell anybody, Pike, they're only supposed to give you a medium one or a regular one. But I always ask for a large, and they always give me a large one, so shh, don't tell anyone. Yeah, so we do 15 minutes here, and hopefully a lot of the traffic down in the Southampton would have been cleared by then. And then we'll go home and see if we can get down our road with the truck to pick Angie's Smarty up. And yes, anyway, I'm going to have this coffee, and we'll see you in a little bit. Right, heading down into Southampton now. This is Beavis Valley Road, aka Freak Street. Pretty rundown area of Southampton. Freak Street, because there is some freaky people up and down this road. I expect today you won't see any, because I've got the blasted camera on. Look, but I've seen some funny old characters walking up and down here. Yeah, so there's a lot of rundown properties and closed shop, not closed shops, but closed shops. And on the left here you got Maplin's, look, store closing. That's a real shame that that's closing down. They went bang just after Toys R Us. It's another lot that's going, isn't it? So sad times to see all these well-known names disappearing from our high street. It's like in the days, I don't know if anybody remembers Tandy. That used to be brilliant. If you wanted anything, little bits of electrical stuff in there, oh, they had it. That was brilliant. There's not one. Well, that's a bit freaky that on there, but yeah, there's not one freak, which is unusual. They must all still be in bed. They don't get up very early, I don't think. Yeah, it's a horrible place. I wouldn't want to walk up and down here on a blooming dark night, dodgy looking area. Look at the state of it. Oh, she got thin little legs. Look at her with her big Doc Marten boots on. Right, we're at Southampton Docks. Just got a swift delivery here. Been here about 15 minutes, I suppose. And straight out again. There's no liners in the day. When I came in the other day, I got in alright, but by the time I came out, the queue was right through to here, where we are now, all the way through to the liners. So the poor drivers that had to deliver into the docks on that day, we had to sit in all that lot. Because last week I was chucked between my truck and another truck. I was on an Arctic for a couple of days. Absolute gutless truck. I don't know what's wrong with it. It wouldn't pull up hills. It wouldn't. It was a job to get out on roundabouts because it's got no power. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's still on the road. It's not been sent into the workshop. I think it's had history of being underpowered anyway, but it was absolutely awful because it's automatic as well, so you've got no control over the gearbox. Well, you can do it manually, but it's still through an automatic. So yeah, it was rubbish basically. Right, that's that done. That's what I like about driving a little truck. In and out like that, like a boss. These big trucks, I know you get quicker as you get used to the equipment, but that big thing that I drove last week, it took me half hour to tip that because you're not 100% sure, and you just got to take things steady, otherwise you end up having accidents and doing damage and what have you. So yeah, right, we're going to go home now and pick up Angie's poorly smarty pants, Pinky, and take it back to work with me, ready for when we take it over to the repairers at Orndine at the weekend, or earlier if I can work it out to get it over there Thursday. We'll see how the week goes. I've just got to hand our gate pass in as we go out here. They don't like us much because of left-hand drive, but they've got to get up off the back sides and come out and get it. We're sitting on the other side. You just hand it to them, but there we go. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Thank you. Some of them really don't like coming out from their up. I wouldn't mind getting out and giving it to them, but if they make the move, I'm just going to stay sat, aren't I? Alright, not far from my house now. I don't know what the bloody access is going to be like, because we live in a cul-de-sac and most of the muppets that live there now block their drives up, so they've got to park on the road. The garages are full of rubbish, so they can't put them in the garage. So it's hopefully they're all out of work, so I can get round there with the truck without too many issues. But normally a bloody weekend it's awful around there. Some bloke parks on the corner with a van and all, which makes it a bit awkward and dangerous. So anyway, let's have a look. That's the first obstacle. I suppose he's just going to sit there, isn't he? So I've got to disappear. Here's the first one. Look, they don't make it easy, do they? If he'd just gone in here on the left, we could have passed. But he just makes... No, he's just going to sit there, look. God's sake, I don't know. You know, people, they're just dimwits. Well, this ain't too bad at the moment, so we've got to go out here and round the corner, but I might just stick my nose in where there's some lock-up garages. I was hoping to park here on the right, but that's out of the question. Let's have a look. Let's see what we got. No, there's a bloody vans and crap all there. Oh, I'm just going to reverse out there and block everybody's property. Doesn't matter. They'd do the same. The trouble is, I've been around here with my old truck, but that had quite a bit of lock on it. But this one, as you know from previous vlogs, it's got no lock on it at all, which is bloody awkward. Right then, let's get Pinky out of the garage. Got to put a towing eye in here to drag it up on. In fact, I'll get the winch out first. That'd be the best thing to do, wouldn't it? Right, that was easy enough. Lucky all the Muppets are out at work or up whatever they're doing, so the road was clear. So we'll get this over to work. Hopefully I can leave it in the warehouse till I load it Thursday, end of play. And then we're ready to take it over as and when. But one of the tyres is a little bit flat on the back, so I'm going to have to pump that up and everything. It's been in the garage good 6 weeks and not working, so yeah. So anyway, at least it's the start of getting it over there to get it repaired, because it was doing my head in, knowing, trying to work out the logistics of it. Now we're in the AA, but we haven't got home start, so I couldn't get them to recover it to my place of repair, so that was out the window. The other option was to do what we're doing now and take it back to base and then get it recovered from there. But the powers that be have kindly let me use the truck Saturday, because it's a bank holiday. It's not going to really encroach on my hours if I need to work next Saturday, but I won't be working next Saturday because there's something important going on then as well. So anyway, all's good, and I thank my company again for letting me use the truck. I really appreciate that. Right, we're back at base. I'm just going to go and get Angie's car off and stick it wherever I can stick it. Hopefully I can put it in the warehouse and it's a bit safer. So we're going to have a half-hour break here now, and then we can crack on and do our London delivery. We're loaded and back on proper work. We're going up to Hounslow now. Bloody started raining again. Look at that, I'm soaking. But what I'm going to do, I ain't going along the bypass where you got that, where you got all them bloody pedestrians keep stopping the traffic. I'm going to go out through the town, and hopefully that's not too nailed up. That's the way I'll go home at night, but I won't go the exact way I'll go at night in the car, because it's a little bit narrow. This bloody clown in front of us, look, fannying about. They're all mucking about in there, pointing at things. Just bloody well get on with it. Look, now he's tapping the bloody roof, look. God, some people are bloody ignorant, aren't they? Bloody car drivers. Well, that was painless. It's taken us 10 minutes to go across Chichester. Sort of, not right through the centre of Chichester, but sort of the inner sort of ring road. And out on the Fishbourne roundabout. That would have took us, but he had his roof down with his head right up against the windscreen. What a weirdo. Yeah, it would have taken us at least double that coming through where they're doing that bridge and all them bloody pedestrians keep crossing over, look. So that's handy. Bloody smashing, eh? Right, let's crack on. Just stopped off at Emsworth Services to use the Kazi quickly. Sun's coming out. I got an email as well. The sun's coming out. Got one of those, and I've got sweet treats. Although it says 150 on there, if you buy it with a large coffee, it's just 40 pence for 4. 10 pence each. Rude not to. And they're Angie's favourite. That's why I'll get them, because they're custard donuts. That's my excuse anyway. Blooming hot now. Right, we're done at Hounslow. I'm just sitting in the yard at Hounslow now. Have a 15-minute break before we start heading back into traffic. Right, I'm home. I'm in the house. Good evening.
In the house.
There she is, look.
He's in the house.
You don't normally go a whole vlog with only not seeing her until the end of the day. No. Well, you saw a little bit of her earlier.
Yeah.
Seems ages since I was home, doesn't it? No.
My poor car.
It's weird. Oh well. At least it's the first stage of getting it repaired. Let's go and have a look at my erection, see if it's any better now. Because we've had the bloke round sorting it out.
So I have to stay here.
And it looks a bit... It's still up at each end, but that's the problem we had. This floor, it's up, it's in that corner there, it's up, and then it sort of drops down, and then it's up in that corner. But I suppose it's as good as we're going to get, isn't it? Yeah, it's a lot better than what it was. Right, it is a lot better than. Oh, and there's Angie's new car there, look, I told you about. Yeah, that's better, I suppose. It might seem small, but it's good, isn't it?
Makes a difference when you open the
Another
door.
usable space. So what have we got for dinner then?
Chicken Kiev.
Smells lovely. Is it garlicky?
Yes.
Poor. Your breath's going to smell tonight, isn't it?
So's yours.
Yeah.
There's
So
couscous and Mediterranean veg.
that'd be nice. I know it's late, but
It's like
it's been late a lot lately, hasn't it? I think the favour has already been had, really, but I can't look a gift horse in the mouth. They've been
over and over, I think.
Yeah, they've really helped me out today, and it's good of them to let me use the truck in my private time on Saturday. Hopefully, I'm going to get a delivery to Bristol on Thursday, and I can stick it on top, not on the roof, stick it on the top deck and come across the 272 from Petersfield, not from Petersfield, from Winchester to Petersfield, and drop down and see Ollie, and hopefully drop it in Thursday, and then he can put it in the workshop.
Would that help, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and then
Free up Saturday.
Yeah, and then I ain't got to use the truck out of hours. So. Anyway, that's that. We're gonna settle down now. I'm gonna go have a quick shower. Have we got time for a shower? Oof.
It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, my hands are all grubby and everything.
Wash your
Yeah, I
hands,
feel a
wash
bit
your hands.
grubby. Yeah. So that's that. Right, I'm going now. I'm not going to have a shower. I'm going to go up and wash my hands and everything. Well, not everything, because that would be a shower, wouldn't it?
Oh God, shut up.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next time. Bye. Love you, bye.